How big was Carlos Lopez's start on the mound for you guys today?
It was huge. Carlos has been that way all year. He battled through this one. Carlos didn't have his A stuff. He even came up to us after the 4th inning and said, Coach, I don't have my best. He said, but I'm gonna battle for you. And then we were going to take him out after the 5th, and then he lobbied to stay in for the 6th, and then we were going to take him out after the 6th, and he lobbied for the 7th. He earned every bit of that, and I mean he's that's what an ace does. Ace goes out there and continues to plug away and win baseball games for us.
How difficult was that tight turnaround? We got back at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, and our guys are no excuses. I told him that. You were there. The first thing I said when I stood up and everybody started waking up on the bus was, don't use this as an excuse. We have no crutches or excuses here. We're going to get after it every day, day in and day out, and we can sleep after we're done here tonight.
How much of an impact did the new catcher behind the plate make?
Braden set the tone right away. I mean, he's good defensively, and coming up with 2 hits, 2 big hits for us was key. I mean, he's a good ball player, a guy that I'm really excited to have. Him and Farnell platoon together. It's a really good 1-2 punch behind the plate.
You're on a 4-game winning streak, and you have sole possession of first place through the first 13 games of the season. How do you keep things rolling? How do you keep things loose and having fun with these guys?
Hey, stay humble. Stay humble through this. Our guys know it's a long season. There's a lot that can happen. We're going to lose baseball games. It's not like we're going to rattle off 60 in a row here, which would be fun and all. But in a real scheme of things, our guys got to stay humble through this experience and hungry. Stay hungry through it.
The scoring was limited in Eau Claire. How did you get this turnaround here against Rochester, a top-tier team?
Home. There's no place like home. Eau Claire was a tough place to hit. As was St. Cloud when we went to. We understand how we got to hit in our park here. What the jet stream is here, and hitting the gaps and running is what we need to do. Hit doubles and score runs. I think that we know this park real well, and couldn't be happier to be home. That's for sure.
All right, you guys got anything? All right, cool. Thanks,
awesome.
Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, your browse now. Are you good to go? Okay, so you guys 4 wins in a row now. Coming off of 3 wins on the road. What's that like, finally getting those road wins?
Oh, it's a big kind of like monkey off our back because we lost those 2 games St. Cloud. So to go into Eau Claire and to get those 3 road wins, huge for our morale.
And you did really well batting today. You also did really well defensively. Does being on term have anything to do with this?
Being
how do I word it? Because you're on a term contract, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like being on like you could be the next to go.
Right, absolutely. I think kind of having someone looking over my shoulder, so to speak, kind of gives me an incentive to go out there and play as hard as I can. Although I do that all the time, just because you never know when your last play could be. But just to go out there and just give it your all every single time the ball's pitched, or every second you're on the field.
So then with this going into tomorrow's game, you guys sit in the first place spot. How important is it now to defend that?
I think it's definitely huge to defend, especially here in the early parts of the season, to kind of establish our where we see ourselves. And being a first place team is definitely what we see ourselves as. So to be in first place, heading into whatever it is, the 2.5 week point of our season, it's a really big step for us.
Carlos played really well on the mound today, and then you guys kind of supplemented with those runs. Kind of just talk about Carlos' performance today.
Carlos has been lights out all year. He's had 3 starts, I think it's been. Just every single time he goes out there, he's going to throw strikes, and he's going to give your defense an opportunity to make some plays, and we're always behind him making plays. So if he throws strikes, we're usually going to win.
So you guys played in front of a sold-out crowd today. How important is it to have that sold-out crowd cheering you guys on?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, having them behind us 100% is just really big. Being away on the road and being here is completely different.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Got it.